Begin your Serge and Blind Hem sample by serging one of the ends of your square of fabric. Once you get to the end, you can chain off and cut the excess tail with the blade of the serger, or you can clip that end and the other end with a pair of snips. Over at the iron, you're going to make sure that your sample has been pressed flat, because the serging tends to pucker it up just a little bit. And then you're going to turn up your sample 1 inch. I like to take an inch on my ruler, and you can either mark it or just start to measure up to make sure that you've got an inch on the center and on the beginning and end or either side. Press that down flat and then check your measurements again to make sure that you've got an inch from the edge, the turn of the cloth, and the top of the serging, and then make any adjustments that you might need to. Next, you're going to grab your pins and you're going to pin just under the serging stitching on your fabric on all of the layers. Continue to do this for 3 to 4 pins total. So put the pin right at the bottom of the serging and then up through the other side. What this is going to do is to provide a little bit of a resist when we go in to do the blind hem on the sewing machine. Blind hems are most commonly used in pants and skirts where you don't want to see a layer of top stitching on the outside of the fabric. At the Bernina sewing machine, make sure you have the edge foot number 5 on, and then you're going to press number 7 for the blind hem function. Now this is the part where a lot of people get a little bit confused, but we're just going to flip the fabric over so that the serging is popped up like this. So you're going to be sewing through 2 layers of fabric. Remove your first pin and make sure that the gauge in the center of the presser foot is lined up with the turn of the cloth. Now the machine is going to do several stitches on the right side of the fabric, and then it's going to do a zigzag stitch that takes a little bit of a bite out of the other fabric on the left side of the presser foot. What this does is it provides just a small stitch that's almost invisible on the other side of the fabric. You do not have to backstitch with this function. So as you can see, it will continue to go for a few straight stitches and then it will zigzag over. If it's taking too much of a bite, you'll see a large vertical line on the other side. And if it didn't take a bite, then when you roll your fingers around the hem, you'll be able to put your finger through as if there's a hole. So you can see how it's taken some of the fabric on the other side, and you'll see the teeny tiny bites of thread on the opposite side. Once you've seen that this is successfully gone through, then you're going to go to the iron and you're going to press this flat. If you didn't catch all of the stitches across the span of the hem, you can go back over this, and for the sample you will not need to seam rip the blind hem. Give it a good press and you've completed your Serge and Blind Hem on a home sewing machine sample.